In a previous video, I showed you how to make this AMS Lite dry box. Since then, I had quite a few requests to flip it upside down so that the lid was on the bottom. After thinking about that, I came up with this design, which I called an upside down AMS Lite dry box. Well, it turns out I wasn't finished. I got a great suggestion from a make-a-rolled maker named Inky to flip the AMS Lite itself upside down. Let's take a look at the improved upside down AMS Lite dry box. Welcome to 3D Part Factory. I know in my previous two videos I also showed you how to make dry boxes for your AMS, but as people give me suggestions, I've been modifying the design, and this is the latest incarnation of this design. The changes that we've made here from the last design are pretty simple. We've taken the AMS itself and we've flipped it upside down. So why would we want to do this? There's a couple of reasons. First is it puts the filament loads, the filament guides, on top. So it makes it much easier to load the filament. Previously, the openings were at the bottom, and you kind of had to wedge your hand in. It was a little bit difficult to do. So filament loading, first and foremost. Second of all, path for the bowden tubes. The bowden tube paths, as you can see, is much shorter. In my prior design, they looped over. In this design, they're much shorter to go down to the printer. In fact, I saved about a foot of bowden tube in doing this. We went from about 29, 30-inch bowden tubes to bowden tubes that are somewhere around 17, 18 inches long. So much shorter bowden tubes. So let's talk about the parts for a second. Of course, the star of the show is the IP67 Easy Storage 50-liter dry box itself. You can pick that up at Target, Home Depot, or even Walmart. I got mine at Home Depot. We've got the print for the desiccant holder, and then we've got the print for the AMS light holder, as well as down here a little nut to hold the AMS cables. Let's talk about the parts for a second. This desiccant holder is designed so that you can either use the original screws. It's got holes for the original screws or not. I've only used 2 of the screws. You can put in all 4. You don't have to use any. That's up to you. It's also got slots to glue in neodymium magnets, and it's got holes in the top as well if you prefer to screw your desiccant tray in. For a desiccant tray, I use a 9x13 cookie sheet. My cookie sheet happens to be made of steel, so it just magnetizes right down on here and is held in place by the magnets. If you happen to use an aluminum cookie sheet, just get another set of magnets, put the cookie sheet down, drop the magnets in, and it'll sandwich the cookie sheet in place. The second part here is this foot. This is a foot that I designed, and I just want to give a shout out to make-a-rolled maker Inky. This is Inky's foot. This foot is available in 2 sizes, one that you can print on an A1 and one that you can print on an A1 mini. This is a remix that Inky made. This is a really nice foot. It's very stable. It happens to work very well. The only reason why I'm using it, and I went with my own design, is because I repurposed this lid from my last dry box design, and it already had holes drilled in it. My foot uses the same drill spacing for the holes so that I didn't have to drill new holes. But again, you can choose. My design is also available to be printed on an A1 and an A1 mini, so you've got your choice. You can go with the one I designed, or you can go with this very nice foot by Inky. You'll also notice that this foot has holes pre-drilled in it for the bowden tubes. That's a 5/32 drill bit, and then you've got holes pre-drilled for the screws, for 3mm screws, and that is going to be a 1/8 inch drill bit. And the 3mm screws themselves are 14 millimeters long. There'll be a complete parts list as well as a tools list in the zip file that you can download. Just something I wanted to point out, when you do route your AMS cable down through this nut, and by the way, this is a split nut, it comes in 2 halves, you sandwich it around the cable, drop it through the hole. I believe this is a 19mm hole. Make sure you run the cable along the AMS. Don't let it fall into the cracks on either side. Make sure you run the cable through the AMS, along the side of the AMS. One thing you will need to buy is an extender cable, because you're not going to have enough room. These extender cables are available on AliExpress, and if you have trouble getting it, My email address is also in the description. Just contact me. And as you can see, I've built this wooden frame to go around it and to hold the dry box and the AMS. Again, the cut list for the wood will be in the parts list so that you can build this frame yourself. So here we see the assembly with my desiccant tray on top, and it's on there pretty solid because of those magnets. And there it is, fully assembled. So again, my thanks to Maker World Maker Inky for bringing this idea to my attention. Also, my thanks to Inky for giving me the STL files so that I could print and show you his remix of this upside down AMS Lite support. Great ideas. Thanks very much, Inky. Links to the parts list and the STL files are included in the description for this video. If you have any questions or suggestions, please let me know. I'd appreciate it. Thanks very much for watching my video, and happy printing from 3D Part Factory.